Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. Hello and welcome to our weekend release. This is our bonus podcast episode where we see how much extra content we can squeeze into a week. Random things that have been sent in and extra bits from our week and how our advice went down with our wonderful G and Divas. A lot of hours. I'm meeting our Lee this weekend.
You're meeting our Lee?
Yeah.
Yes, because we're in Manchester.
Yeah.
I know.
It's coming, yeah.
On the tour. This is, in fact, the day this episode goes out is the start of Help I Sexted My Boss. The Boys Are Back tour.
We will be in Bristol.
Yeah.
Are we staying at your mum and dad's?
We are.
Oh, are we?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They've just like if the Queen were coming, they've done a fresh lick of paint.
Have they actually?
No.
Oh.
Well, they have had the hall stairs and landing redone, but that wasn't, to be honest, for you.
Will the big cooker be on?
Yes, in September.
Will they have loads of bread in for me again?
Probably.
Oh.
I need to have a little chat. I mean, we're recording this a few days before, but I need to have a little chat about catering with my mother.
Okay. We've had a lot of Q&As regarding the tour because some people are like, you know, is it different to a podcast? What can we expect? So we will go through some of these questions now, shall we?
We shall.
Okay, first one.
How long does the show last?
It's about 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours?
Yeah, we've got an interval, half time.
Interval?
Yeah. So doors just open an hour before.
Yeah. We would say 2.5 hours after the advertised start time probably feels right.
Okay. Yeah. Are G and Divas going to be involved? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's big audience interaction, isn't it?
Yeah. And in this show, we're doing a knife throwing act as well. Okay. So we'll be getting the G and Divas involved in that.
The second part of the show is all about you guys. It's all your problems and dilemmas. So come armed with any problems or dilemmas that you want us to read out on stage.
Yeah. And bring a pen.
Are we not giving pens out? Why?
COVID. We should maybe just have a few.
Yeah, we should have a few. Okay, we need to buy a pen. We need to definitely buy a pen. Okay. Sorry, me and Ben already haven't. It's not even started yet. Bring your own pen because Ben's tight as a crab's backside, or we will provide some as well.
But we would prefer it if you brought your own pen because it's a little bit more COVID secure.
Just a little peek behind the only time we ever fall out is on tour.
Not convinced that's true.
Yeah, it is. So are we going to have I've got a question. Are we going to have another repeat of Leeds where you stormed off and didn't turn up 5 minutes before we did you on stage?
Probably, yes. Although I'm very excited about Leeds and the theatre, so hopefully it won't happen in Leeds.
Me and Ben were in Pieminster, like, just looking at each other going, where's William? Really good, that party as well. Really good. Merchandise Matt was there as well.
Lovely Matt.
Next one.
Will producer Ben get a moment on stage?
We can neither confirm or deny.
Will there be any dressing gown belts involved?
We can neither confirm nor deny.
What are the sleeping arrangements for the tour?
We can neither confirm nor deny.
Will people still have fun if they've never heard the podcast before?
Absolutely, definitely, yes. Loads of people come that have been dragged by their other halves that have never heard the podcast, and yeah, we can guarantee that. Well, we hope so.
Can I come on my own?
Yeah, loads of G and Divas come on their own and then make friends with other G and Divas.
Yes.
My friend came and he's now still friends with a girl that came on her own.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Yes, absolutely. And and you will not be the only person on the at whatever show you're coming to on your own, I can assure you. So there will be many other people you can make friends with. Will Gin and Debonnaire be available?
Yes, producers Ben has been in touch with all venues and it's reliably informed they have all stocked up on the D. However, I will be the one that gets the price down. It's well known on tour that I like to do a rehearsal, then I like to haggle with the barman because they charge like £8-9 and I'm like, look, if you do it for £5, meet me at £6, £5.50. Do I or do I not, Ben? So it'll be me that haggles the price down.
Yeah. We are going to slightly grander venues, however. When we used to do sort of, dive bars in Hackney, it was a different thing.
Dive bar? No, I will be haggling. And I actually got one guy down and he said to me...
Yeah, and how about the price?
He said to me, I need to speak to HQ. I went, don't worry. I said, just get it down. I said, if you put it on offer, if you put some signs up on the bar, it'll be...
Will you be posting anything whilst the tour is happening?
Producer Ben's going to be bringing along the cameras and all the microphones, and we're pretty sure there'll be some fun there. So yeah, you'll see everything on the socials. We might do a couple of surprise episodes as well.
You never know. So make sure you continue to subscribe.
Oh, this is a good one. Will there be a meet and greet?
Not in Sheffield.
What have you got in Sheffield for?
Well, look, we need to be serious here with everybody.
Yeah.
Usually we love the meet and greet, and we always do a meet and greet. But obviously, we all know what's been going on for the last 18 months, and the advice is, as with any theatre show up and down the land or live tour, in order to protect us and the show, and also to protect you as well, because we're sort of, mincing up and down the country, meeting all sorts, and going on trains and planes and staying in hotels, there won't be a meet and greet. But we will try and do a group photo on stage at some point. So we'll all have a little memento. Yeah,
one of the things we love the most is usually after the show, we do come and have a drink and speak to you guys and have a laugh, but we won't be able to do that this year with COVID, because God forbid, touch wood, like if we got it, it'd ruin the tour, wouldn't it?
Well, it would, and if we sort of got then shut down, and then other G&Divas can't see us all up and down the land, and if we missed out going to Sheffield, we'd never be able to live with ourselves.
Yeah.
So we're going to protect you and us.
Also,
as well.
William has literally nothing against Sheffield. He just thinks it's funny to get a dig in about it.
ABBA.
Have you ever been to Sheffield?
Yes.
Have you?
ABBA have come back. They've come back with new music, and they are doing an arena show with holograms.
Yeah.
I did think, to solve the meet and greet problem, if the budget allows, we could be holograms as well.
Yeah. Is that why they were dressed like that? I thought that was their new...
No, because they're being hologrammed.
Oh, okay. So there you go. That's we're really looking forward to the tour. It's going to be fun. We promise we'll try everything to put on a good show. And it's at the weekend, so we can all let our hair down.
Yes. What's left of it.
Get pissed.
Yes.
Get pissed. Don't arrive. Right, I will give this advice. Serious talk. Don't arrive absolutely hammered.
What, me?
No, I'm like... Is this... get pissed, but we've had a couple of occasions where... Do you remember them girls that had to be escorted out?
In Glasgow.
Yeah, they were hammered. She couldn't... So, get drunk, have a nice meal beforehand, but don't come absolutely steaming drunk.
No, get steaming with us.
I feel like I'm being a fun sponge.
You're not being a fun sponge.
Okay.
You're being very sensible.
First bit of correspondence.
Dear William and Jordan, I wanted to thank you for helping me get through the last 18 months. I started listening to your podcast during lockdown, having enjoyed listening to Jordan as Radio 1's substitute DJ.
Oh.
My husband suggested that I listen to Help I Sexted My Boss whilst out running and walking, which I did to help me escape from caring for him since his cancer diagnosis in June last year. Duncan, my husband, is a huge claret and has had a season ticket to the James Hargreaves stand for 40 years. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, it's the long side. They call it the long side.
Duncan, my husband, is a huge claret and has had a season ticket in the James Hargreaves stand for 40 years. He started going on the turf with his dad, aged 6. You both helped me get through those awful moments and have continued to do so since he sadly passed away in March this year. I've continued to listen to you whilst out running and walking around Clitheroe and have now listened to all your episodes, loving them all, laughing out loud. Something that has been difficult to do recently. My 15-year-old daughter, Gabriella, has started to join me on my walks, and we share the AirPods and listen to your podcast. She laughs out loud too, which is lovely for me to see. Thank you. Although I do think her dad will be rolling his eyes about some of the content, however, he did love listening to you both too. Today I have purchased my first bottle of Dubonnet to celebrate the arrival of my Help I Sexted My Boss ticket to come and see you on the 11th of September at Manchester Academy. My daughter will be coming with me. To put this into context, I haven't drunk alcohol since Duncan was diagnosed in 2020, so wish me luck. Yes, you will need it. So cheers from me, no clinking, and thank you. See you both in Manchester, Nicola.
Oh.
Well, Nicola, that's lovely.
That's a... I might cry. Whew. That's a lovely letter, Nicola. Thank you so much.
And we will make sure we give you a good show in Manchester. We'll give you a good show wherever, but we'll give you a very good show in Manchester.
We are sending all our love to you and your daughter, and we're looking forward to seeing you in Manchester. And thanks very much for listening.
This one is from Stella. It starts, "Hey babes," rather boldly. I've been following your podcast for quite some time now, and I must say it's absolutely spectacular. The way you interact with each other is just so lovely. You should see us when the cameras and microphones don't roll. So, to the issue. I currently live on the tiny island of Malta, just south of Sicily. Say that.
Sicily.
No, just south of Sicily.
Just south. Oh, yeah. Just south of Sicily.
Oh, well done. I've been spreading the word of the G&D, but I have yet to taste it. It's depressing. I've looked for so long and it's nowhere to be found. I must say that this is the only time in my life it's been difficult for me to get some D put in my mouth.
Grow up, Stella.
I've even considered someone travelling to the UK to try and find it for me, but I feel like that's a bit rude. I know this is strange, but could you bring me some D back on your trip? Does feel a bit odd. What do you think, William? Is it rude to ask someone to bring a bottle of booze back for me? Maybe it would help if I say that we can have a listening party and share the D whilst listening to your lovely voices. I really want to have a taste. Also, what is the best accompaniment if I'm feeling a bit peckish? Salty or sweet, doesn't really matter. I just want something tasty in my mouth. Thirsty for some D, Stella.
I can't get... What's she asked?
So, first of all, she's asking, is it rude for her, if she's got a friend from Malta that's going back to the UK for whatever reason, can they bring a bottle of Dubonnet back with her? I don't see, actually, there is anything wrong in asking that, if they are a good friend.
So I bring Yorkshire tea bags for my mum every time I come home.
Yeah, and if you're a close friend or a relative, I see no danger in asking for that. Obviously, you offer to pay for it, but I see no problem. And you say, if there's room in your suitcase, please could you bring me back a bottle of Dubonnet?
Have you seen the Yorkshire tea advert?
No.
Sean Bean.
No.
It's very funny. You don't watch telly, you, do you?
No,
really?
not really.
No.
No.
I love watching telly.
I try not to watch things with adverts either.
Yeah. Don't say that. It's paying our wage.
On TV.
Oh,
Obviously,
okay.
podcasts. I love listening to podcast adverts. Probably the best bit. She's also asking, what is the best accompaniment for, nibbles?
Olives.
Really?
Have I changed?
Just a little bit.
Serious one, I'm like, Billy Bear meat, hey! Sausage rolls. No, olives are good.
I think I'd have an olive.
Olives are good with them, or some salty nuts. Oh, grow up. Are we really still laughing?
He went first.
Are we really still laughing at that?
Before the secret police over there took over, we used to bring in, I used to bring in munchettes, but then we were told that people didn't like us eating.
Oh, yeah.
So munchettes are gone.
Yeah, but I'd say you can go in like Tesco's or M&S, and they do little like bits. You can get like 3 for £7, and they do oh my God, I've changed. There's like this pot of black and green olives with feta cheese. That's really good with the gin and Dubonnet, and some cold slices of meat,
Prosciutto,
ham, salami, that kind of thing.
Right.
And a bit of bread.
Nice. And anything sweet?
Because I think it's quite sweet anyway.
It is quite sweet.
Would you have it before or after a meal?
Before.
Yeah, it's nice. I tell you what, it's really good for if you're having people round. It's a good drink to serve.
I did years ago, even before this podcast. I had it before one of my dinners in Manchester. I don't know whether you were there or not. We had a gin and Dubonnet reception.
Yeah,
a drinks reception.
But we don't say this enough, and we really should. It gets you pissed. It's pretty much 4 drinks in one. It's double gin and double. Well, I always do 2 and 2. So there you go.
Dear William, Jordan and PB, first of all, I'd like to congratulate William and Mikey on the engagement. Here's wishing you a lifetime of love and happiness together. Thank you, Sammy.
We made up, Sammy. We really are.
Will we be getting a stag do episode?
Oh my God, I need to ask you about this. Go on.
I understand that William will celebrate his upcoming nuptials in his own way with his own friends and family, but imagine how fun a live stag do episode with all of the G&Divas would be. We could have a few drinks, share our favourite William stories, and play some classic stag do games.
Yes!
I'm sure Jordan has some up his sleeve that definitely will not be allowed at the real thing. I hope that you take this idea into consideration, because I think I can speak for all of us G&Divas when I say that we are so incredibly happy for you and would love to celebrate this huge life moment with you. Thank you for all the joy you bring us. Kind regards, Sammy.
Amazing. Okay, first of all,
Jordan, in very ominous, big, bold writing on his correspondence, has written stag do and put it in a box.
Please, can I organise your stag do?
Well, I'm not having one.
What? You've got to have a stag do.
We may have a drinks reception.
No, not a drinks reception. Let's go to Blackpool. We've always wanted to.
I'll be honest, and Mikey, when you watch this, I'd rather not get married.
You're having a stag... Oh, my God. Can you imagine us tying him to a lamppost?
No, this is... Also, I am a meme that gets populated on the internet every 3 months where I am talking that stag do's are tacky and uncouth. I can't then have a stag do.
Yeah, you can, because I can organise it. We can dress you up in like a nurse's outfit and stuff. That's what we did with...
You're just keen to get me in a nurse's outfit.
Did I ever tell you about Rick's stag do, my best mate?
Was this the one in Amsterdam?
Yeah, I was best man and we got him a gimp's outfit. It was like a PVC leather costume. Yeah, I ordered it online, right? And after the stag do, did I ever tell you this? I put it in a carry bag in my bag and then it was just under my bed in my box room at my mum's. And when they moved out, my mum said to me, she went, oh, by the way, I found that thing in the carrier bag under your bed. She said, don't worry, me and your dad are very open-minded.
Can we borrow it tomorrow?
She went, very open-minded, but do you want me to bin it or do you want to keep it? I'm like, what are you on about? She went, honestly, she said, we're not bothered, whatever you're into, that's totally up to you. I'm like, what are you on about? She went, there was a gimp suit. I was like, I'm not into that. I said, it's from Rick's stag do. So it's from bin it. I don't want it. It was like a cheap PVC one that you order online.
And weirdly, there was also a dressing gown belt in the bag.
I knew you were going to say that. But yeah, we can dress you up. What can we dress you up as? Let me do the stag do. We can get on the pints at the train station. Ben, you up for this?
Me and Ben will...
Me and Ben will... look, Sammy is saying it's what the Gene Divas want. I can speak for us.
Great.
And I quote, I think I can speak for all of us Gene Divas when I say we are so incredibly happy for you and would love to celebrate this huge life moment with you.
I'm sure we will
stag do. Stag do. Stag do. Stag do.
Stag don't. I'm sure we will do something in the realms of taste and decency.
What's not tasteful and decent about a stag do? I love a stag do.
Well,
I've got one halfway through our tour on the Saturday.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm going to Husey Stag Do at Chester Races.
Is that the 19th of September?
No. We've got like a Saturday off and I'm going over to Chester.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you have fun.
Love a day at the races. This is the final episode of Series 8. We will be back in the coming weeks with some specials from the road. But for now, we would both like to say thank you so much. We I know we say it every series, but we never thought we'd do 8 series, did we?
No, we generally didn't think we'd do 2. Thank you very much to everyone that's listened, everyone that's watched our new videos on YouTube and on TikTok and on Reels or wherever you've consumed Help I Sexted My Boss. Thank you very much. Jordan, thank you.
No, thank you.
Because it's been a funny old year for you. So the fact that you have continued to turn up here every week to record.
Don't be daft. Don't say that.
And also thank you for clearing time in your diary for us to actually go out for a meal.
Oh, don't be daft.
It means an awful lot.
We should also say thanks to everybody at Audio Always that produces the podcast, to Stuart and all the team, the great team there. And thank you to producer Ben as well.
Thank you.
Say thank you to Ben.
Ben, thank you very much. We love you very much. We all love each other. Shall we all end by singing Kumbaya?
Yeah, we will. But we can't tell you enough how much Ben works hard on this. We literally just tip up.
No, we really can't tell you that Ben works hard on this.
He really does. So there. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Someone singing, my lord. Kumbaya. Oh, Lord, Kumbaya. What's that one? I was cold, I was hungry, were you there? Were you there? I was cold, I was hungry, were you there? And the creed and the colour and the name won't matter, were you there? Were you there?
What the heck is that?
That was a hymn at school. I was cold. Oh, Joshua fit the battles of Jericho. 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 Joshua fit the battles of Jericho and the walls came tumbling down.
Oh, that bit reminds that
was a hymn at school.
Yeah. When Ben's...
I wish you could hear this Ben singing in. Did you have
cauliflowers fluffy?
I was just about to do it! Oh, the apples are ripe, the plums are red, the broad beans are sleeping in a blankety bed.
Boom! See you for Series 9. Chat. Cha cha cha.